Last night in Lebanon, Oregon, the third race in the 1999 Northern Sprint Tour schedule saw Jimmy Kirkham take one of the most memorable rides in NST history. Luckily, he was not injured. The night also saw the Smith brothers, Marvin and Dale, run 1-2 to Washington's Mark Hewson. What will happen in tonight's battle at Cottage Grove? Well, stay tuned as Mike Lazinski Productions brings you the Northern Sprint Tour. Hi race fans, welcome to Riverside Speedway for the fourth installment of the 1999 Northern Sprint Tour season. Let's go right to the heat races after I tell you first that car right there, Billy Nutter, was your fast time qualifier.
On the pole, car number 28, Tony Spearing. Outside him, Brent McMullen, Larry Jacobson, Dennis Sargent, Henry Corbin III, Paul Willoughby, and Dan Maples. That's your first heat race. Rick Daniels, our local flagger, looking him over again from the green, and here we go. It's McMullen, the early lead, car 37. McMullen out of Hubbard, Oregon, and look out, Paul, and Paul Willoughby in the L2 car. And a whoop, 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 first one of the night. Willoughby loose pit outside of turn 3. Cincinnati Yamaha around. Yeah, Dave Quinn to the announce booth, please, Dave Quinn. Okay, here we go, let's do it. Larry Jacobson doing it up with Brent McMullen. Jacobson high out of turn 2. McMullen dives down low, flying for the lead. Slicing and dicing, they flip tires. Open wheels. A tire bump can send them spinning or send them flying. Little tire bumping, the both back at it. Darn near side by side. Brent McMullen with a little lead. Jacobson in second. And look at that, folks. Henry Corbin the third. The third place driver almost a lot back. Great battle for the lead. Brent McMullen 37, Larry Jacobson, car number 13. McMullen out of Hubbard, running the Suzuki. Larry Jacobson, car number 13 out of Milwaukee. McMullen, car 37, won his heat race the first time these guys were here. As I recall, he had a little bit of trouble in the main event. Looking pretty smooth tonight. Brent McMullen, car 37. Two-car race. Brent McMullen and Larry Jacobson. There's Dennis Sargent, Henry Corbin III, Tony Spearing, Paul Willoughby, 57 Dan Maples rounding it out. And McMullen has finally put about a half a straightaway on Larry Jacobson. Right flag coming up. One more lap around for Brent McMullen. in fourth. Dwarf track champion from last year. Car number 39 is powered by a Suzuki. He's out of Tigard, sponsored by Cook's Machine. Car number 92 is Doug Jorgensen. He's out of Malala, running a 34 Ford sedan, powered by one of those 1100cc Suzukis, sponsored by Malala Ready Mix, Steve Green, Redline Oil, Jorgensen, Dump Truck, and Duke Creek Construction. And car number 11 is Scott Carnew. He's out of Milwaukee, running a 32 Ford Coupe, sponsored by Carnew Enterprises, Super Winch, Loctite, and Split Fire Spark Plug. Their early leader is car number 47, Tom Maples. 39, Stan Cook. Car number 96, Tony Alex in third. It looks like a couple guys trying to figure out a way to get around Tony. Can't do it. Scott Carnew and Jim McNanny kind of held up behind Tony Alex right now. McNanny's going to dive down low. Tom Maples, your leader, Stan Cook in second. Three of us coming out of turn four. Looks like McNanny in the 52 car is going to grab third spot. Tony's kind of hanging it high, trying to hold his groove. Scott Carnew doesn't know where to go in car number 11. Your leader, Tom Maples, 47. Stan Cook in second. Jorgensen just barely moving, flat tire or something maybe, I don't know, or heading the water out of turn two, kind of limping along in the back straight. He's out of harm's way. No yellow, they'll allow him to try to get into the pits. Tom Maples, your leader, he's got a straightaway lead over Stan Cook. Mid-50s out there. And oh yeah, that's slow by sprint car standards, but cooking for 1200 cc's. 15 seconds around a 3/8 quarter-mile track, pretty cool. Tom Maples, Stan Cook, and now we got a battle for third place again. Scott Carnew and Jim McNanny, the 11 car, the 52 car. Nice smooth run for Tom Maples. Ain't no problem there. And your real race right now is for third place. And here comes Rick Daniels, checkered flag for Tom Maples. He'll win it. Second place will be Stan Cook. And in third, it is Scott Carnew. Carnew, number 11, made the pass in the back straight, takes third. He is Henry Corbin II. He's the father of the driver of the 89 car. He's out of Malala, running a 32 Ford Coupe, powered by a Suzuki, sponsored by Corbin Sports, all discount tire, and Carl Suffolk Snap-on. And finally, your points leader out of Eugene, car number 15 is Kurt Hunter. He's moving up on the outside. Out of Eugene, Kurt's running a 34 Ford sedan, powered by a Suzuki. Let's see how he does. Your early leader is car 17, Chris Peterson. Glenn Hester in second place. Running that middle high groove is car number 15. Out of Eugene, Kurt Hunter. It looks like Chris is trying to put some distance between himself and Glenn Hester. Chris Peterson, car number 17. In the 94 car, red and white in second. In the neon orange and white 15 car is Kurt Hunter. He's in third. Still anybody's race. Chris Peterson, Glenn Hester. Still mid-15s out there for these guys. Just a couple of car lengths between Chris Peterson and Glenn Hester. And Hester, 94, close the gap. Tried low side out of 4. Drifted high. Gonna try the high side out of turn 2. Peterson holds on to it. Peterson, 17, running a nice tight groove. Hester, trying everything he has. One more lap to go. Chris Peterson, Glenn Hester. Peterson in the lead. He just seems to be everywhere Glenn Hester wants to be. Hester's tried it all. at turn 4. Wrong move, Glenn. And Chris Peterson wins it. Glenn Hester in second. Kurt Hunter in third. 5:77. Central Point, the home for Billy Nutter. Row 4, we have the 4Y car out of Springfield. It is the Journey Built Custom Homes, Form Tech, Ford Speed, Hertz Custom Machinery, Maxim, Springfield, Kevin Journey. The number 49L. It's the Cascade Building Supply, Helm Enterprises, Lynch Performance Products, John Boy, for the veteran out of Redmond, Gary Lynch. And number 19, the Gene Colton, the Boys and Sons Landscaping Gambler from Eugene, first year in a sprint car after many years in the modifieds, Rick Zubik. Ladies and gentlemen, your first Hyperloop Heat Race, similar night. Is underway. Remember the top 4. Top 4 go to the feature. And a problem for the 19 car. He pulls it to the infield. We'll see if we stay green. Billy Nutter moves into fourth. That's where he needs to be. But we got a yellow flag. 19 car off the track, but not quite off the track enough to prevent restart, which means the leader, Steve Tupper, sets the pace. They've got to go outside the cone, single file. Remember last year we had the cone on the back stretch? We thought, well, being at the start-finish lines where you're supposed to start and finish races, we should probably have it over there. So we moved it here just like the Outlaws have. The leader sets the pace. He can get on the gas anytime after exiting turn number 4. He can wait as long as he wants. He can wait right up till the cone if he wants to get it going. It's his prerogative, his decision. Steve Tupper, Manny Goebel, Chad Hilliard, Jeff Hartshawt. Here we go. Nutter back to 5th. Gotta try and get to the top 4. Tupper still the leader. Hilliard still second. Goebel is third. Look at the race. We got trouble in green. He'll do a 360 and keep going. The race for 4th. Billy Nutter underneath Manny Goebel, and he's got it. Billy Nutter in the 4th. Here's your leader. Move on Hartshaw, you better be careful, guys. You're both going to the main, you're both going to the finish. We're looking at all these flags next time by. One lap to go. Here's Tupper. Hilliard trying to make a move in the green. Look at this. Off of 4th, the drag race, and Hilliard's going to win it. Chad Hilliard wins it. Tupper second. Nutter third. And Hartjoy fourth. Your winner, the 24, Chad Hilliard.
Green Roofing, Finer Homes and Construction, J&J, Northwest Mortgage, Northwest Reload, Kessler's Christmas Trees. That's right, Kessler's Christmas Trees. And Royce's Rolling Repair from Elvador, Richie Brown. 9 cars, 10 laps, Heat 2, top 4 to the feature. Jay Smith and Rick Smith and Dale Smith, all in this race. not related, for those of you wondering. Jay Smith to the lead. It's all Smiths up front. And Gale will charge down low to the lead. But here comes Jay back to the inside, but Dale shuts the door. Oh, what a move by Dale Smith. Taking up where he left off last night. He's on home turf. Look at him go. Dale Smith, Jay Smith, Rick Smith, and Dan Minnie. Third, and Dan Minnie, he'll go to the dash as well as the feature. There he is. He's on a roll. Dale Smith, your winner. Key Racing, Kev's Auto Sales, Aces Ford Construction, Rocket Chassis, Curtis Construction, Sandblasters, Hoosier Tires, and Real Wheels. She's 27 years old out of Lake Stevens, Washington. Shana Wilski. The 81, Gilchrist, Vernon Skeevers. The 32 from Troutdale is Kirk Hapes of the 7C out of Medford, Seth Turner. And we will try it again. Try it again. They were on the gas early. The front row cars have got to be side by side when they get to the chalk line. They got on it early. A little anxious here tonight. That'll allow us to tell you the sponsors of the 32K: Kirk Hapes, Suburban Ford, Arts Truck Tricks, Aces Trailers, Mount Hood Polaris, and Lynch Performance Products. Our third heat race, and again, the top four move on. Shauna Wilski, the 8. If she can finish in the top four, she too will go to the dash. Green flag. And it's Morlock to the lead, and Casto right behind, and here comes Houston. Shauna Wilski moves into fourth place. Morlock, Casto, Houston, Wilski. The very best from Oregon, California, and Washington in this one. We're halfway. It's Mike Morlock setting the pace. Casto. Wilski is third. Houston fourth. Jeff Thompson trying to make a run on Houston now for that final transfer. Looks like both of them trying to run down low. The fast line is down low right now. You can see the moisture down at the bottom of the racetrack. That's where all the front runners are running. 2 laps to go. We'll look at a white flag this time as Hedge Carter slows on the backstretch. Can he make it to the pits? I don't know if he's going to make it. We got a white flag. Are we going to have a yellow or are we going to go checkered? What's going to happen? We go yellow. We are not done yet. And there is a fire in the Hedge Carter car. Hedge looks like he's been burned as he bails out of that car on the backstretch. Hedge Carter climbs out of the 71. They extinguish the flames. So just when we thought we were going to see the white flag, well, we did see it. We thought we were going to see the checkered. We go yellow instead, so we're not done yet. Down 2 to go. How many Mike Morlock fans? How many for Casto? How many for Shauna? Houston. Top 4 go to the main event. Morlock will set the pace. Right now it's a slow one, but he can make it slow or fast, whatever he wants as they come off turn 4. Single file with 2 to go. Green flag. Look at the race for 4th. White flag, 1 to go. We got a great race for 2nd. And a race for 4th. Here comes Wilski. It's a 3-way battle. Off of 4. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Morlock, Casto, Wilski, and Houston. Oh, baby, what a race. Your winner from Cottage Grove, Mike Morlock. Your 4th quick qualifier. In the Speedway Sprint Car School, Beitler Performance Center, Alpine Commercial Tire Gambler, Inshaw's Motorcycle Store, State Transmissions, the 1997 Northern Sprint Tour champion, 3rd last year, currently 8th in the points, out of Everett, Washington, Ricky Favre. The 4D is Pat Desby, is the 8, Levi Shell, the 62, he's back, Jim Kirkham, and the 5, Jeremy Cooper. The 4th and final heat race underway. Oh, it's a dogfight for the lead. Look at this as they come off 4. It's the 16-year-old Andy Page with Ricky Favre underneath. Back straightaway, the rookie looking for his first ever victory in a sprint car. And he drifts high and Favre takes the lane. The kid drifted high at 3 and Favre went by. Ricky Favre the leader, Page 2nd, Marvin Smith is 3rd. Look at the race for 4th. It's Burns and Power, banging wheels. And we're halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. The race is for that 4th and final transfer. The 20-year-old and the 21-year-old. Ricky Favre running away as Marvin Smith tries to make a move on Page for 2nd. Still Barnes and Bauer battling for 4th. Two laps to go. White flag next time. Oh, Bauer off of 4, and we're yellow. Yellow flag. Chad Power, the rookie. A wild ride as he tried to make a move around the 9 of Barnes for that 4th and final spot, and it flat out didn't work. Three laps to go. Favre, Page, Smith, Barnes. Well, here comes Bauer onto the track, but what's going on here? Bauer just getting pushed onto the racetrack as we were getting ready to go green. So we'll try it again with Chad Bauer this time. 3 laps to go in our final heat race of the evening. Here we go. Oh, look at this race for second, for third. Andy Page barely hanging on. He's got a flat right rear tire. That right rear is going flat on the 26. Here comes Jason Finley. Finley to the outside. Into second. Here comes Jamie Barnes. Marvin Smith's getting hung out to dry. White flag. Wendigo Christian stalling on the backstretch. Are we going to finish? And a 3 and off of 4. Ricky Favre wins it. Finley's going to get second. And it is going to be Page, Jamie Barnes, and who got 4th? I don't know. I don't know who got 4th, if it was Page or Marvin Smith. Oh, what a race. Ricky Favre wins it. Ricky Favre wins it, but we're waiting to find out who finished 4th. Andy Page with the right rear tire going flat. 4th place, number 41, Marvin Smith.
Very much, and I think you had an idea about this, and I want to ask you to be my wife.
Well, he's got the ring. He's going to go down to the flag stand right now. You never know what's going to happen when you come to a sprint car race. Lonnie Harrison, Valerie England. Here we go. It's a yes. It's a yes. The ring fits. Congratulations. Congratulations, Valerie and Lonnie. Hey, you're welcome. Our pleasure. Good luck to you both. Anyway, folks, what do you think? You ready for a little 3-car, 3-lap C-Main? Come on, these guys can't hear you. 3 cars for 3 laps. It's more like a dash, but it's the C-Main. Cooper. 2 out of the 3 will go to the B main. Here comes the white flag. 1 lap to go for Richie Brown. Carter trying to hold off the 5 car with that hood. Looks like it's a little cockeyed. We come off of 4. There's your winner, Richie Brown. He takes it to the infield. And Speedway Sprint Car School, Beitler Performance Center, Alpine Commercial Tire Gambler, the 97 NST champion. Okay, folks, 6 cars, 6 laps. Washington against Oregon and California. Who's cheered for California? How about Washington? Oregon. It's Marvin Smith and Billy Nutter from Oregon. Front row, here we go. Look at this. Billy Nutter to the inside. To the lead. Shana Wilski into second. Six laps. Shana trying to make a move on Billy Nutter for the lead. Nutter still the leader with 2 to go. Ricky Farmer's moved up into 4th. Here comes the white flag. 1 lap to go. Nutter leading Wilski into 3.5 before Billy the Kid. Nutter, Wilski second. Marvin Smith and Ricky Farmer and many in Hurtjoy. So it'll be Billy Nutter and Shana Wilski on the front row of tonight's feature race. Here's your winner, Billy Nutter.
Well, race fans, let's get her hot off the press here. Billy, could you tell how close that 8-car Shana Wilski was on your rear?
Oh, I sensed her back there. I don't know who it was, but I knew there was somebody right on me. I just had to settle down and get smooth. There's a couple slick spots out there that could mess a guy up, and but we're going pretty good.
You look good. How about you and Marvin right there at the beginning? You guys are slicing and dicing. What was going through your mind?
Well, I knew I was lined up against Marvin Smith, and he wasn't going to give me an inch, so I knew I was going to have to drive her in there all the way. And I figured if we went in together, he'd probably miss the bottom a little bit going in too hard, and so I braked and got underneath him, and that's the way it went.
How about that, race fans? Billy the Kid Nutter with a big win, the Trophy Dash night in their Hyperlube and Northern Sprint.
15 laps. Jay Cole, Jeff Thompson, Pace Truck to the infield. They're setting a very quick pace, green flag. And it is Thompson for the lead as we try and get in 1 lap. And we do. We're officially underway. 1 complete. Thompson, Cole, Bauer, Cross. Edge Carter will take it off the track. Trouble, turn 4. We've got a yellow flag. Andy Page got sideways. Manny Goebel got collected. Travis Brierty, the head flagman for the Northern Sprint Tour this year, taking over for Jim Dennis, says 1 more time around. 2 laps complete, 13 to go, single file. Jeff Thompson sets the pace. And he'll lead him to the green. Thompson back out to the lead. Cole, Bauer, Cross, Adams. races for fourth. Tyson Cross, Scott Adams. Here comes Gary Lynch. The race for that fourth and final transfer is a good one. There's your leader, Jeff Thompson, completing lap 5. 5 down, 10 to go. There's the race for fourth. The 09, the 49, the 36. As Thompson coming up on the lap car of Brown. Cole still second over Bowers. Gary Lynch underneath Tyson Cross. Down the backstretch. Cross says no. We're halfway through this one. Oh, what a race for fourth. The 09 and the 49. By, it'll be 5 laps to go. 10 laps complete. Incomplete. Traffic could be a factor here, but trouble, turn 4. We've got a yellow. And we got more trouble. We got cars spinning everywhere. Look out as your leaders coming through. They just make it by Jay Cole. And Bauer and Cross. It all started with Journey spinning. And then Carter as well. So we are under caution. 10 laps in the books. You see is what you get. Thompson, Cole, Bauer, Cross, Lynch, Adams. 5 laps to go. Single file to the cone. Thompson setting a slow pace. Here we go. Gary Lynch. Lynch into fourth. And he's going for third to 49. Oh, look at this. Lynch into third. Chad Bauer having trouble to 49. It's still Thompson. Here comes Cross trying to make a move around Bauer. With just a couple of laps to go. Look at this race for second, third, and fourth. We have 2 laps to go for Jeff Thompson. Here comes the white flag. 1 more lap to go. 1 more time around for Thompson. Jay Cole still second. Here's the checkered flag. Thompson wins it. Cole second. Bauer third. Fourth. So Gary Lynch, Tyson Cross, and Scott Adams. There's your winner. He leads all 15 laps for the win. Jeff Thompson. Jeff Thompson and Jay Cole both get their times back.
They took second. Glenn Hester in the 94 car took third. Chris Peterson in that 17 car took fourth. Stan Cook in the 39 took fifth. That was April 24th. Boy, it sure seems like it's been a long time, huh? And we have some more Kids Club winners going down to the Kids Club booth. It's Cody Holcomb, Jonathan Wilson, Louie Holcomb, Nikki, and Chelsea Burns. And here we go. That's Dennis Sargent and Scott Carnew. On the front row, Carnew moves into the lead. Here comes Tom Maples in the 47, hanging it high, now drops back in behind Glenn Hester. Going to make a move to the high side out of turn 4. Hester riding back to Scott Carnew. Now Hester pulls to the outside. Dives down low. Nice little give and go by Glenn Hester, and Tom Maples says, thank you very much. He's got the high side. Tom Maples and Glenn Hester putting on a show. 1,200 cc motorcycle engines in these rigs. Chris Peterson in the 17 car. And Henry Corbin the third in the 89. And so now it's Hester 94, Maples 47, Jacobson 13, Peterson 17, and Corbin in the 89. And now trying to make a move, but he's in the middle of the pack. Car number 15 in that neon orange. That's Kurt Hunter out of Eugene. He won the main event last week. Hester and Tom Maples battling for the lead down the main straight. Maples up high, Hester hugging that low groove. You watch your NST sprint here. You saw for most of the race, the guys that wanted to run that extreme low groove. The rest of the racetrack nice and smooth tonight. Not dry at all. Nice and smooth. It's going to be a flying main event. Kids, you need to get you back away from the fence. Kids, away from the fence, please. Glenn Hester, 94, back straight. In the lead. Now coming up on the lap traffic. That's Hester in the red, white 94 car. Tom Maples in the purple 47. In third place, the black and yellow 13 car of Larry Jacobson. Hester, Maples, and Jacobson trying to move through the slower traffic now. Three abreast out of turn 4 as Maples laps another couple of guys. Your leader is coming out of 2. Back straight, now diving into 3. 94, Glenn Hester. 47, Tom Maples, and then it's Larry Jacobson in the 13 car. Trying to move up, Brent McMullen, 37. 15, Kurt Hunter. 17, Chris Peterson. Well, look out, off the track, 57, Dan Maples. Between 1 and 2. He's all right, looks like. There's your leader, Glenn Hester. Tom Maples in second. Larry Jacobson, Chris Peterson, and now Kurt Hunter moved into 5th spot. Kurt Hunter, 15 car. Into the marbles off turn 2. Backfires once or twice. And he may be dead. Yep. Dead in the water. Kurt Hunter, car 15. Kurt had moved up from the... All right, for a free medium pizza, come on up to the booth after this race is over before the sprint car main. And I'll give you a coupon for a free medium pizza to the first person who can tell me what type of motorcycle engine is most prevalent among the top runners in the Oregon Outlaw Dwarf cars. All right, we got 7 more laps to go. And we got Glenn Hester in the lead. Rick Daniels is in the green, and here we go. That restart bunched everybody up, so let's see who's going to try to make the move. Hester's got the power so far. Good restart for Glenn Hester. Tom Maples still in second. But back right up on their rear bumpers, Chris Peterson and Brent McMullen. And with just 7 more laps to go, these guys are going to hang it all out. If they got it, they better show it right here. Glenn Hester, Tom Maples. We got a 3-car battle for third. Brent McMullen, 37, Chris Peterson, 17, 13, Larry Jacobson. A little wide out of turn 2 is McMullen, Peterson in third now. Your leader still Glenn Hester, Tom Maples right there. Glenn Hester, Tom Maples, the battle for the win. And there's not even a car length separating them as they come out of turn 4. Glenn Hester and Tom Maples. And now Hester outpulls him. Glenn Hester now pulling the fight. Well, this one is just about in the books. One more lap to go. Glenn Hester, Tom Maples, Brett McMullen. McMullen on the high side around Tom Maples. McMullen 37 into second place. And your winner is going to be Glenn Hester, and McMullen loops it. Tom Maples in second, Chris Peterson in third, Larry Jacobson in fourth, Henry Corbin the third in fifth. Dan Cook in sixth, and I think Brent McMullen might have taken seventh, but tough luck for the guy. Put on a chart.
It's going to be a wild, wild Northwest weekend. The Pennzoil World of Outlaws return to Grace Harbor Raceway Park Friday and Saturday, August 20th and 21st. Danny Lasowski, the Swindells, the King Steve Kinzer will do a wing-to-wing on Elma's tight clay oval. The weekend features live music, go-kart races, lots of food, and a bonus night of racing Thursday the 19th with the Hyperloop Northern Sprint Tour Outlaw Warm-Up. For ticket information, call 1-800-825-4832. That's 1-800-825-4832. You won't want to miss it.
Race fans, next time around, let's get everybody up on your feet one final time. Make a little noise and wave them off. For the fourth time this year, for the first time at Cottage Grove, we're a Hyperloop Northern Sprint Tour feature race. Cars, 30 laps, Riverside Speedway pace truck. Lead them around. Fred Brownfield, the Northern Sprint Tour promoter, race director, puts that chalk line down in turn 4, just gets out of the way in the nick of time. That's where the front row has got to be side by side, wing to wing and wheel to wheel for us to get the green flag. Billy the Kid Nutter looking for his first ever NST win. Shauna Wilski, the former champion and 3-time winner, alongside. That's your front row. As they come slowly through 3 and off of 4. I don't know about this one. Oh, we got a huge wreck on the backstretch. We've got cars everywhere. We went yellow. It was a false start. And I believe it's Jay Cole, the OJ car, caught up in the middle of it, flipping down the backstretch with the rest of the field behind him. Lindsey Casto is involved. Ricky Barber is there. Mark Hewson, the wing ripped off the 73 car in turn 3. Red flag conditions, and we haven't even done a lap. And all drivers are okay, race fans. That's the good news. The bad news. A lot of these guys, Houston and Faber specifically, that originally were starting up near or at the front, are now at the back. Lots of time, though. Looks like we're good to go. 30 laps. $17 cars. Pace truck to the infield. Nutter, Wilski, green flag. And we got a bicycling through 1 and 2. Billy Nutter to the lead. fantastic tear-offs flying through the air. Billy Nutter and Shadow Wilski set the pace. Again, most of them running the low groove. That's where the traction is. Again, you can watch the laps go by on the scoreboard. Trouble with Ricky Farmer, we're going to have a yellow. Yellow flag for the 4-car, Rick Farmer. Don't know if it's problems still resulting from the accident or something different, but Farmer comes to a stop in turn 3 after 5 laps. Single file restart. Billy Nutter will set the pace. And what a twist of fate after last night. As we said at the end of the night, the 3N and the 8 were in a twisted mess in the front straightaway, first turn wall up at Lebanon. Now here they are running 1-2 less than 24 hours later. Billy Nutter, Shauna Wilski, Marvin Smith, Dan Benny, Dale Smith, your top 5 as we go back green. Everybody, pretty much everybody anyway, running the low through. And Mark Houston is going back for the pits. Looks like the night's over for Houston. Boy, you got to be careful out there. It's rough in some spots, I'll tell you. Go for a ride if you're not careful. Billy Nutter with Shauna Wilski right behind. Marvin Smith turn, Benny and Dale Smith. Here come your leaders. Can't complain, 20 to go. Chad Hillier now coming to a stop on the back stretch, and we're going yellow again. We are under yellow again, and it is flat out like a war zone out there, race fans. They are dropping like flies. Flat left front tire, we understand, on the 24, the 4-car. You can see it right there. Okay, still a long, long way to go. 21 laps. Billy Nutter leads them single file. 3 laps. got Jay Smith spinning in 3. Jay Smith running up in and around the top 5. Loses it, turn number 3, and the attrition, as opposed to tradition, continues. It's survival of the fittest. It's as simple as that. 16 laps complete, 14 to go. Billy Nutter looking for his first ever NST win, but he's got a way to go to get it. Green flag. Oh, look at the race for third, Dan Minnie. Dan Minnie in the third. Marvin tries to get it back, but can't. Oh, it is really getting rough. Down in 1 and 2. Wilkie and Nutter now starting to go up and through, above the rough stuff. Racing back in the field for those 9th, 10th spots. Still Nutter leading Wilski. 10 laps to go. We're inside the final 10 laps. Lap traffic, will it be a factor for the first time tonight? Lap traffic could decide this race. For third, Dale Smith and Dan Minnie in a real dogfight. Look at this race for third. And your leaders are coming up on traffic. What do you do if you're Dan? Billy Nutter, I should say. Nutter with a huge decision now. Which way do I go? Next time by, it'll be 5 laps to go. Second, 3 to go. Dale Smith moving up in third. Nutter. This time, 2 laps to go for Billy the Kid. Here comes the white flag. 1 more lap to go for Nutter. Backstretch, he shouldn't have to pass anybody else. His first ever Northern Sprint Tour win, Billy Nutter. Wilski, Dale Smith, Dan Minnie 4th. Mervin gets 5th, Bullock 6th, Hurtjoy 7th, Barnes 8th, Bauer 9th, Tyson Cross 10th. And after about 45 minutes of war, this one is in the books. Wow, we've got our trophy presentations coming up at the start-finish line, and after that, all of you will be invited to the pit area. If you're leaving us now, thanks so much for being here on just the second night of racing this season. And we hope to see you back here next Saturday night for regular racing action. And there he is, for the very first time with the Northern Sprint Tour, Billy Nutter. And he's with Phil.
Billy, what a race, buddy. You led the whole thing. What was going through your mind? I know you knew somebody's been knocking your back door.
Oh, I just try to be as smooth as I can, and I had to move around. I was having a hard time with the hole, so I took a chance on moving out a little bit, and I'm pretty sure that probably helped me out. I'd like to dedicate this win to Casey Deemer and BJ. You guys are spirits with all of us tonight.
There you go, race fans. Billy the Kid Nutter. Big win tonight. Let's get to second place here.